It's Soma. Welcome to my Japanese learning lesson. This video is about the difference between arigato and sumimasen, both of which can be used in different situations for thank you. Let's get started. In one of my previous videos called How to Use Sumimasen, I've already shared that we sometimes use sumimasen as thank you. If you haven't watched that video yet, I recommend to watch that first to get a better understanding of this lesson. I said in the sumimasen video, we sometimes use sumimasen or arigato in some situations, but this is not always the case. So now I'm going to explain in which cases it is appropriate to say arigato, not sumimasen. Before showing you some examples, let me break down arigato piece by piece. Arigatai is the old form of arigato. Arigatai, 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 arigato, arigato. Hundreds of years changed the sound. So now I'll explain about arigatai. Ari is the conjugation of the verb aru, which means exist. Gatai means hard. So literally it means it's hard to exist. I think it gives a hint why we don't often say arigato. It carries a very strong feeling and is basically used in really sincerely thankful. However, it is okay for non-native speakers to say arigato anytime, all the time. Japanese native speakers will appreciate that and see it as a sign of respect. Arigato is the perfect equivalent of thank you, so you can say anytime when you want to say thank you. But Japanese don't. As I said, we are taught since we are born not to trouble others. So when someone does something for us, we say, sumimasen. I'm sorry for your inconvenience. Or thank you for doing what you did. There are situations, though, sumimasen is inappropriate. Here are some cases we will only say arigato, not sumimasen.
Example 1.
When children are thanking their parents. ハローくん、ご飯ですよ。あ、すみません。え？うちの子大丈夫かしら? When they get older, about 11 or 12 years old, children will start to say すみません because in everyday conversation it's natural among grown-ups. Children imitate adults. But still, it's better to say ありがとう to their parents or people who are taking care of you.
At your birthday party.
誕生日おめでとう。はい、これ。
ありがとう。
誕生日おめでとう。はい、これ。
すみません。
すみません。なんか僕お金がないから無理してプレゼント買ったって思われたかな。
It isn't inconvenient to give someone a birthday present. So if they say すみません, it feels weird.
At their wedding party.
おめでとう。ありがとう。おめでとう。ありがとうございます。おめでとう。すみません。なんか私心からおめでとうって言ってないって思われたのかな。
In this case, it's also weird if you say すみません, since getting married is not inconvenience for the people attending your wedding.
Example 4.
At the Japanese wedding, we have the custom that the bride reads a letter of gratitude to her parents. 今まで育てていただきありがとうございました. In this case, she definitely says ありがとうございました, since Parents generally don't consider raising their kids as a burden. And please note the perfect past tense ta. The life she had spent as their single daughter has finished, and the new life as a married woman began. So, ありがとうございました。 Perfect past tense. And please take a note. You will hear the perfect past tense ありがとうございました many times when you visit Japan.
Example 5.
When you go to the department store, the worker will welcome you. いらっしゃいませ. And when you leave, they will say ありがとうございました. When you go to the izakaya, you will also hear the same phrase with different style. いらっしゃいませ. And when you leave, ありがとうございました. And when you go to the supermarket,
いらっしゃいませ。
and when you leave,
ありがとうございました。
when you go to a bank, いらっしゃいませ. When you leave, ありがとうございました. When you go to アメ横、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました、ありがとうございました。As you have probably guessed already, almost everywhere you go as a customer, the workers will say these phrases to you. And in Japan, especially in Tokyo, you will see that many Japanese customers don't say anything back to workers. Workers say, ありがとうございました. And the customers just ignore them. You might be shocked to see that. I've heard that Osaka area is different, but I don't know firsthand. The reason for this is because they're just formalities. In English, when you see a friend, you will say, "Hi, how are you?" But you are not really asking how their health is today, right? You're just being friendly, and sometimes they jump to the other topic without answering the questions directly. As you can tell, in Japan, the relationship between workers and customers are different compared to other countries. So, even though your textbook will have written こんにちは、元気ですか? as Hi, how are you? I don't recommend to say this phrase to workers.
いらっしゃいませ。
Konnichiwa, genki desu ka?
私はい、元気です。はい。びっくりした。なんか気があるんじゃないな。どうしよう。
If you are from a Western country, you might feel bad ignoring the workers. So, I recommend to say どうも。
いらっしゃいませ。
どうも。
ありがとうございました。
どうも。It's perfect. I will make some videos about どうも and some pitch accent and some grammar or some phrases and culture, so please subscribe. So today's lesson is over. I look forward to sharing more interesting Japanese in future videos and see you in there. どうもありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。See you next video. Being married is not inconvenience for the people who attended your wedding.